Today's topic is trust. So when we trust someone, then we are basically determining somebody's character based on their past experiences, based on their past actions. When we find somebody trustworthy, we are again determining who they are and their values based on their reputation. And so there can be a fault to this because, we all make mistakes. We also can't always trust ourselves. How many times have you said that you're just going to have that one drink? How many times have you said you're not going to text that person back or go out with that person again? How many times have you made the same mistake over and over? So oftentimes we make these mistakes over and over, and yet we blame somebody else for making mistakes. We also become the victim of something when really we've also played that role in somebody else's life as well. So like when we want to date somebody, we want to make sure that they are trustworthy and that they're not going to cheat on us. When we hire someone, we want to make sure that they're going to stay a whole year when they say they're going to stay a whole year. When we, for example, when we want to have like somebody watch our animals, say watch a dog, we want to make sure that we check their reviews and their reputation of who has worked with them in the past to make sure that they're a reputable source. And that's what resumes are for. That's why we call, past employees, to make sure that they are trustworthy. Now, also, we just want to make sure though that, even if somebody makes a mistake, it doesn't mean that they are not going to be trustworthy ever again. So sometimes, it works where if somebody, cheated on us, whatever the reasons are, if we forgive them and give them another chance, sometimes it works out, but not always. And sometimes if we hire somebody and they turn out to not be there for a year because they found a job that has more money or whatever the reason is, we don't want to have a bad taste in our mouth about it, even just because it looks bad on our end, they were serving themselves. And then in turn, we might actually get a better, employee as a result. And if somebody is going to watch your dog and say we heard in the past that that person actually harmed an animal in their past, maybe they were doing a teenage prank or maybe it was an accident, so do we want that person to watch our animal? So we might not know that person's whole story. We might know that that person did purposely hurt an animal when they were younger or whatever, and because of the guilt they want to turn their life around and then be kind to animals for their career. So, or it could have been an accident. So again, we don't want to always believe gossip and, other people's words because we don't actually know the whole story. So when it comes to trust, we know that we can't trust people. They will make mistakes. You will make mistakes. We are not all going to be trustworthy. So what do? We have to trust God, okay? We have to trust God. The best way to do this is to check in with ourselves and how we feel when we're in our alignment. Does this person feel right to date? Are they a player? Am I looking to just have a occasional friend, or am I actually looking for commitment? Because if I feel this person is a player, they might not be in alignment for what I'm resonating. Okay? And they're not the same vibration. Is this person somebody I want to hire? Does it feel right to hire this person? They have a great resume, but it looks like they actually left another job in the past for more money. Is this a theme? This job doesn't pay as much. They might do that to us. That might not be in alignment. Or it could be this person might be valuable to our team, whether they leave early or not. I think that we should hire them. Feel what feels right into you. And then also, if that dog, does this person feel like a right character for me to watch my dog? This doesn't have to be my only resort. Do I feel like they are in, alignment when I meet them? Your soul and their soul will meet. It's this God exchange. So you have to trust God. So even if he or she cheats on you, even if that person decides to leave, even if that person is not really good with animals, even if that happens, if you have set your prayer in alignment with God, that you trust God for the things to happen, and it doesn't seem like it was the best result, it still may have been the best result, because you have to learn a lesson. You have to learn to trust your instincts and not date people that are not of the same commitment for you. You need to trust that you want to make sure that you do a thorough background check and make sure that you feel that this is the person that, based on the resume and who they are, is best for your team. You have to make sure this person is actually going to resonate with your animal. So it's not that, you know, these mistakes are not always like the end all be all. They are actually sometimes blessings in disguise to teach us what we need to learn in order for us to grow. So don't trust the person necessarily. Trust your inner guidance, which is God. Trust God is making you make the right decision. So even if you make the mistake and choose the wrong decision, if you were in alignment with God, it actually was the right decision. So always trust God. Always go to God. Always ask for God's assistance. And let whatever unfolds for whatever is it might be the best path for the best outcome. And even if it's an ugly path, an ugly outcome, it still may be the best outcome, because you're learning and developing and growing. So that is my words today for trust. So just remember, it's not about the humans. It's not about the experience externally. It's about going inward and trusting Source.